I'm the first nigga to get 2 spoilers on their car. I'm joking. So what we're doing here, maybe I can go ultra wide. Yeah, maybe ultra wide. The video quality suffers a little bit, but you guys can see a little bit more. Never mind. Let's just stick with this. We have the G80 style spoiler carbon fiber, which sticks out a little bit more. So it sticks about this much versus this, I think, CTS style carbon fiber spoiler. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. It looks kind of aggressive from the back here. However, the biggest issue is I just got the car paint corrected, and you take off the stock spoiler off the car. What ends up happening is you start getting a little bit of that adhesive that doesn't come out. I had the guy paint correcting my car, but you can see he's obviously not going to be able to get that because this is on here. I wish I'd probably removed it before doing the paint correction, because you're going to see the paint difference once this happens. But you can see all that around the edges here. He did a pretty good job, you know. For the most part, the car needs a wash already. He did a pretty good job paint correcting the car. However, you're gonna see that. And so the goal with the G80 style, the difference between this spoiler and that, this spoiler actually sits on your trunk hood, while this one sits on that very edge of your trunk. So it's not really on, you can tell here, it's not really on your trunk. It's on that edge. So it's a very thin line. You can actually like move this pretty easily. So the goal is, and you can, if I get this without scratching the fucking paint, you can see it sits way more on that trunk, and you can see where that line is, and it goes probably about from here all the way to that bottom of the screen. It's probably about a little less than half an inch, probably half an inch. So the goal is with this one is it's going to cover that paint separation or discoloration between the two. So I went ahead and got a slightly aggressive stanced, because you really can't tell, because I don't really like how this one sticks out, to be honest with you. This one's kind of ugly. It sticks out way too high. I don't like when my deductible spoilers are too high, but this one sticks up just a little bit to add a little bit of an aggressive look to it. Put this back on top of the car. I did get some carbon tips. They are in the car. I'm not going to open it. I got some carbon tips for the car, and I try to get that rear diffuser with the light in the middle and all that stuff that everyone gets. It was supposed to come in today, but FedEx was being a bitch, so they decided not to pull up. And also I got some carbon fiber vent guards, that's what they call them, that sit right here. Same thing. I did get some blackout badges that they're supposed to come from China here in a bit. Probably do those whenever. You really can't even tell. Honestly, they look dark enough as is. The same thing, got some blackout badges for those too. But we also have 15 millimeter spacers, like a quarter of a time lapse of that. And it gives it a flush look across the car. Oh, you forget. We also ordered some paint matched fender vents. Should have actually came in today, but looks like they didn't pop in. I got them Keys Motorsports or whatever. But the car is looking definitely a little bit more aggressive. We're gonna lower this car 1 inch on Dynon springs. So this is what the wheel gap is looking like right now. And we got some play in there. But we're gonna drop these on Dynon ceramic coated wheels. Look at that. We also have the flex fuel sensor to be installed also. So we're getting a lot of sauce over this weekend, honestly, genuinely. So definitely super interested in seeing how this car turns out. Let me do some 0.5 looks. Definitely interested how this car is going to end up looking. Got that 50% tint done in the front, so you really can't tell. But let's fucking get it going. Y'all don't understand how tough this bitch looks now. It is 30 degrees outside, so don't mind me. I'm gonna take a quick video, but we got the V-style splitter installed. And my God, does it really make this car look so much more aggressive? We also found a fake Facebook Marketplace steal on these Apex forged wheels. And guess what we did today too? We lowered the car in Dynon springs, which feel absolutely amazing. The ride quality did not suffer one bit. And it just looks absolutely menacing. We didn't even do that aggressive of a drop. There's still pretty decent fender gap, but man, it's so tough. Don't mind the V wheels real quick. Was that paint glisten? Also got that rear. The wheel setup, or the tire setup, is I think a 245 by 35 and a 265 by 30, like, or something along the lines. New Continentals, damn near. Yeah, 265 by 35 is my bad. And obviously we still got the ugly spoiler. I didn't have time to do this, but look at the rear diffuser real quick. Yes, sir. The fitting's kind of trash, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, these corners keep popping. I might have to drill them in, if there is a point to even drill them in. We got the carbon tips here, which we got them done. But the car just looks so aggressive now, especially with the ceramic coating. It looks so good, so good. So I think we're almost done. I don't think I'm gonna do side splitters. I'm gonna be real with you. Don't like how side splitters look. I like how this car is just super slim, but also super aggressive where it stands out, which is that front end and the stance on the wheels. I gotta go inside, it's cold as hell. But yeah, we're doing big things.